So, what we're going to do today is I'm going to play a song. And while I play this song, A, I want you to see if you can identify the song. And B, be thinking about, does this song remind me of a certain place? Does this song remind me of a certain time, a certain person, um, or I was going to say purpose, but that too. So while I'm playing, if you want to sing along, you can. If you want to close your eyes and listen, you can do that too. Okay? Mm-hmm. So here's what the song sounds like. Here this land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking down the ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. I roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts, while all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Now, did you know that song?
Yeah, I remember it from grade school music classes.
Okay.
This land is your land.
Yeah. Did that song make you remember anything in particular?
It had me thinking about the different times of traveling this past year.
Okay.
Traveled in two parts. First was the eastern part of the U.S. was Massachusetts to Indiana. So going Massachusetts and New York and Pennsylvania, Ohio, a couple other states besides that. And then the second part was Indiana to California. So Illinois, Missouri, Colorado, Nevada.
Okay. Actually, this song mentions California. Did you see any redwoods?
Didn't see any redwoods. And was traveling to the Los Angeles area. It was also before the wildfires. So did stop in Utah at Arches National Park. So that was really, really very cool. Seeing the park and the different stone, with the arches and how the wind and the different rains have helped to carve and erode all of that. And saw some really cool raven too. So
I've never been, so that's
it was really pretty.
Cool. Did you take this trip with a particular person?
Well, the first one was with you.
Yes, it was.
Yep, that was that was a quick trip, so didn't do a lot of sightseeing, and but did a lot of driving. The other one I went with a friend of mine that I met when I lived in Chicago, and helped him drive his cat actually from here to where he lives in California. So we broke it into 4 days of driving so that we could do some sightseeing.
Wow, that's a lot of driving.
It is. But we only drove maybe 8 hours, 9 hours a day. So we could have the time to stop and sightsee here. And, we did Mark Twain's boyhood home in Missouri, Hannibal, Missouri. And did a tour of the cave system named after him. And that was our main stop, the first half of it. And our stops, the second half, were Arches. And then we went to Hoover Dam.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
So that was neat too.
For the purposes of this discussion, instead of trying to act anything out, we're actually having a real conversation here about California
Right.
and a trip that my friend here has taken. So thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
And if you had to think back, now I'm really going to challenge you here, to your childhood, because if I was really doing this, it would be someone older,
Right.
Talking about their life. But as kids, I think this song might have meaning to us too. Way back in the day.
Right. It's as we were learning about, just kind of a grade school version of U.S. history, and how big the country is, and how melting pot, and all kinds of different people, and
as I went walking down that ribbon of hallway,
Yeah.
highway, excuse me,
the massive expanse of the country, and that there is enough room for us all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I went walking down that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. So that whole, this land was made for you and for me.